Here we continue working with the same dataset, just like in the previous video. In this tutorial, we will focus on duplicate values and string-based operations using pandas. In example 1, we check how many duplicate rows exist in the dataset. The duplicated method marks repeated rows as true, and by summing these values, we get the total number of duplicates. Let's run the code and see what happens. In the output, we see the number of duplicate records currently present in the dataset. At this point, it shows that there are no duplicates. Now let's make a small change to the dataset. For example, I copy the record at the 10th row and add it back into the dataset. The goal here is to intentionally create a duplicate entry. Now I run the same code again, and this time we can see that there is one duplicate record in the dataset. Let's continue with example 2. Here, instead of just counting duplicates, we display the actual duplicated rows. Let's run the code and check the result. In the output, Pandas shows the rows that are marked as duplicates, making it easy to identify which records are repeated. Moving on to example 3, we remove all duplicate rows using drop duplicates. This permanently cleans the dataset from repeated entries. Let's run the code and see what happens. The output shows the new shape of the dataset, confirming that the duplicate row has been removed, and the dataset now contains fewer rows. Now let's shift our attention to string operations with example 4. In this example, we create a new column called email score length by calculating the length of each email address. Let's run the code and see the result. In the output, we can see each email along with the number of characters it contains. This is useful when analyzing text-based features. In example 5, we perform another string operation by converting all email addresses to uppercase. Let's run the code and observe the output. The result shows the original email and its transformed version, demonstrating how easily pandas can manipulate text data. Finally, in example 6, we extract the email domain from each address. By splitting the string at the @ symbol, we isolate the domain part and then count how often each domain appears. Let's run the code and see what happens. The output displays the most common email domains in the dataset, giving us insight into domain distribution. That's all for this video. In the next data analysis tutorial, we'll continue exploring new concepts and learning more practical techniques with pandas.